You see little St. Francis statues on top of that building across the street. But here we are at the Chase building at 3033 East Broadway Boulevard. And maybe I'll do a conceptual shot of it right now. Here we go. Rather than making a long tour of walking, I'll show you a quick tour of a modern mid-century bank that's literally close to the water tower and in the central part of Tucson. Then I'll flip on downtown and I'll show you 4th Avenue. I'll pick up where I left off when my camera died yesterday and just do a little quick tour and maybe end up at the Buffet Bar, established in 1938. And there's a lot of traffic. It is Tucson Gem and Mineral Show here in Tucson. It's held once a year. It brings people from all over the country internationally for the gem show. It's a really big event if you're into any kind of gem, for any kind of find. There's a lot of traffic for Tucson. And as you can see up in the distance is the Tucson Catalina Mountains, which rest just above the entire north part of Tucson. And I'll turn the camera on when we get to the water tower. Here we go. Oh, on a side note, we're just approaching Alvernon and Broadway, and there's the Doubletree Hotel and Reed Park. And I'm gonna get this lane over here. So. Alright, maybe I should shut the camera off. Here we go. Now the traffic is going again. So anyways, Tucson Doubletree used to have a lot of celebrities that went to that hotel. I used to work there when I was like a teenager. I met many celebrities back there in the day. I saw Robert Redford, Michael Landon, Mikhail Baryshnikov. I was in the elevator with Mikhail Baryshnikov. He's kind of a very quiet person. And I met Mia Farrow, and it was just so many celebrities. Oh, Steve Perry from Journey was there. I didn't get to meet him. I didn't get to see him. I didn't really want to. But who else did I see? Oh, I saw Rod Stewart. And let's see, who else was there that was really, really big? That's all I can kind of remember for now. I remember Michael Landon delivered some room service to Kim, but he was in his prime. Very handsome guy. It's a shame that he died of pancreatic cancer at such a young age. He did have a full liquor bar in his room at that time, and it was just like, smelled like one huge martini. Shame. Anyways, so the Doubletree Hotel housed the Tucson Celebrity Tennis Tournament here at Reed Park, here on the corner. So we're just passing Doubletree on the right, and just on the left we've got the Tucson Reed Park and Randolph Park and tennis courts. And when I grew up, I used to go to the swimming pool all the time, and would walk from my dad's house here in the neighborhood and would walk down here to the recreation center. It was the best pool in the 70s. It was a really incredible pool. It's now filled up and it's a skate park, unfortunately. It was a great pool. So we're taking a left here on Broadway and Alvernon, and of course there's a lot of traffic here. So here we go. We'll turn the camera on in a second. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Robert Erod. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, and I am just approaching the historic Tucson Water Tower, part of the El Conquistador Hotel that was originally built in 1928, and there it is in all its glory. Now, this was entered into the National Register of Historic Places in 1980. It was completely restored in 1944. Now, it has not been an actual functioning water tower since 1944. It was a water tower, and it's kind of hard to get a view of it from this angle, but I've never been right up to it, close up. And there's a little plaque on it. It says constructed in 1928. The tower is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It has been designated as a Tucson landmark. And it says the tower's Spanish colonial revival sheathing was designed by the Tucson architect Roy Place in 1932. And it's got some incredible designs on it. Now I was just reading this has been here for the last 90 years. So they preserved it. Now the original El Conquistador Hotel is now a big box store. So it no longer is a resort. But here's the best view I can get of the tower. And it is gorgeous, all right. So you can kind of see, it looks like the weather vane on top has Don Quixote and a miner walking. And it's incredible building, really. So here we are in Tucson at the historic water tower. Now we're going to walk just across the street and I'll show you some mid-century banks in Tucson, Arizona. That were built in the 60s. So there's some really nice history about Tucson. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, so pretty. Oh wow, see inside there. Nice. And here's a view of the water tower from the other side, and you can kind of, this doesn't have a zoom lens on it, but it's the sun, it's a good view of it right now. And there's some incredible arched windows at the top, and you can see the weather vane on top. And just to mention, the weather here is incredible here in Tucson, Arizona today. It's probably in the 68, 70 degrees. It feels fantastic. It feels good to actually get some sun for a change, no rain. And I've really enjoyed the last 2 days. I think I'm going to stay another 2 days. And then I'll be back in Newport for 30 days, and then I'm moving into the new home that I was telling you about on March 1st. And here we go. A little bit of story though. Right across is where the El Conquistador Hotel was, and it became the El Con Mall. And when I grew up as a teenager, I used to ride my bicycle around this outdoor mall, and it was really nice. It had like old, fountains and. But now it's a big box store. It's not very exciting anymore, but all right, we're gonna take off here now. Since I'm here, right next to the water tower is a 1960 mid-century building that has been here for a while. One of the two mid-century bank buildings. So I'll go ahead and just show you while I'm here. And the design is uniquely 1960 mid-century. It's really impeccable design. It's a Bank of America now. And I remember this building from when we moved to Tucson in the early 70s. I was a little kid, and it's always been here. And I love the design of it. It's just an incredible design. And this all sits off of Randolph Way and Broadway Boulevard here in Tucson. But as you come around the bank, you'll see the water tower just in the distance. And this is Broadway Boulevard. If you come off I-10, Broadway will take you all the way into town. And here we are. And there's the water tower that we just walked up to, established in 1928. And we're at 3840 East Broadway, next to Randolph Park. And these concrete columns are something else. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and that's the second mid-century modern building, just about the next light, and it's like a 3-story building, really incredible facade on it. I always wanted to do some photo shoots on it, but here we are. Alright, we'll sign back on when we get to the next mid-century building here in Tucson, Arizona. Hey everybody, this is Robert Erod. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, and I am checking out a few historic places that are on the National Register of Historic Places. The Tucson Historical Society has named about 50 buildings in the Tucson area as part of the Historic Preservation Society. This is one of them. This is the Chase Building here in Tucson at 3033 Broadway Boulevard at Country Club Road. And when we moved here in the 70s, I was only like 6 years old, but the building still stands, and I always would catch my eye as a little kid walking by this building. It's got some original sculpture that's been here since 1974 when they built it. And I've actually never walked up to this building before, but it's really really nicely done. I mean, for architecture, this is a really incredible style that they did, and the main feature that I like is the facade over here. The bank?
The bank?
Yeah, it's a historic building.
I know.
You like it? Well, it's old. I mean, when we moved here in the 70s, I was only 6, so this building's been here a while.
Yeah, I was born in 71 and moved here from Pennsylvania. I've been here for 45 years.
Yeah, don't you love it?
I hate it.
Oh, you hate it? Okay. Yeah, I hate it too. That's why.
It's all right.
Yeah, I know, it's all right. I had to get away myself. All right, so anyways, here's the 33rd building. He's been here for 45 years. He says he hates it. Tucson has that kind of mentality. You know, you either love it or hate it. Now, I was telling you about the movie that was filmed here in downtown Tucson with the Magic Golf marquee sign. Martin Scorsese directed the film. It was called Ellis Don't Live Here Anymore, and just about the film where she takes her kid and she goes out to the desert, moves away to get away from her bad husband, and they turn that into, that was the concept for the TV show Alice. But you know, in the movie, Jodie Foster is only a 9-year-old kid in that movie when they filmed it in 1971, and they filmed it in a lot of old bars in downtown Tucson, which included the Esquire Bar, the Manhattan Bar, and Jodie Foster was standing there behind the old Chicago music building, and she was just a little kid, a little butch dyke kid, you know. But anyways, there's so much history in Tucson, and Now, this bank is situated across from Mercado Village, where you can find sushi and all kinds of. This whole plaza itself is historic. Hey everybody, we're in downtown Tucson, Arizona on February 4th, 2023. And we're just in the hub of all the major buildings downtown. And we just went past the famous snake bridge, the Rattlesnake Bridge in Tucson, Arizona. And you know, back in the day when they were building it, a truck hit it and they had to like fix it. And anyways, so they had to raise it a little, so now the rattlesnake is raised a little bit. Anyways, we're in the hub of it all. This is downtown Tucson, next to the Hotel Congress, the historic Hotel Congress hotel, established in 1915, and it's right across from the famous Rialto music venue. It was a movie theater back in the 20s, and we're going under the underpass in Tucson. There's downtown Tucson, everybody. Here we go. And as you go under the underpass, then we arrive on the other side of 4th Avenue. So 4th Avenue is adjacent to downtown Tucson, which is Congress, Hotel Congress. Now, this is one of the most unique downtown cities I was lucky to be a part of growing up. I didn't really get to experience too much. I saw it in movies when Martin Scorsese filmed Alice Don't Live Here Anymore with Jodie Foster and Ellen Burstyn back in 1971. And anyways, they just rehauled the entire underpass here. It's very modern now. Downtown Tucson is not like it used to be. It's here's the Shanty. Oh, this is the famous corner here. We got the Shanty and the famous Geronimo Hotel just above, right there. Now this hotel to the right, the Geronimo Hotel, I was in a movie in back in 1992, Ace's Iron Eagle with Louis Gossett Jr. They filmed a movie where the heroine of the movie, they filmed primarily most of the movie at the Pima Air Museum. It was a air movie, Ace's Iron Eagle 2, and the scene where the heroine was trying to get away from the bad guy, she broke into the hotel, and I got to be in one of the major scenes in the movie. My scene was on Entertainment Tonight. I was a gun-toting Mexican badass druggie in a hotel room, and with my hot girlfriend. And oh, everybody's out. This is the famous railroad station back in the day, O'Malley's Bar and Grill. And it's hopping. Look at that. O'Malley's is hopping. And there's the Magic Golf original Eastern Island head. Right there. There it is. So we've got Shay's Lounge here on the right, and we're just doing a little slow tour. I guess everybody's out for Gem and Mineral Show. It's trendy, it's hot, it's hip. We got frats and fraternity girls and hippies, and we got people playing the guitars over here. So we got everybody's walking. Caruso's Italian restaurant since the 1940s is here on the right at 434 North 4th Avenue. And we're at the intersection of 6th Street and 4th Avenue. Yesterday my video concluded here at the Dairy Queen when my camera died. So, I've gotten so much rest and the sun is healing. I feel fantastic. All this So we're just cruising down 4th Avenue. There's the historic IBT's original dance bar in the 80s and 90s, and we're just passing some of this incredible architecture, and we're on the trolley tracks, and we did this walk yesterday, and I was gonna do a long walk today, but I think this is enough for now. I didn't realize I was gonna get so much filmed in the car. To the left is the Epic Cafe, which was part of my video yesterday. Make sure you check it out. So I'm gonna just head over to the one of the oldest gay establishments in Tucson called the Venture Inn, and oh my God, I was ahead of you, girl. Sorry, I was ahead of you. I was ahead of you, girl. I don't know. I was ahead of you, girl. I'm sorry. I was ahead of you, girl. Oh, I thought it was a four-way stop. So anyways, I think I just ran a red light. That girl said, "What am I doing?" I'm sitting here with my selfie stick, and I thought it was a four-way stop. I'm so used to the traffic in Newport Beach, and it's four-way stops. So, the thing about out here is the sun is blinding. So I can barely see. Okay, here we are. We got to get out of this. Now, that's just telling you, 4th Avenue is trouble. Trouble. There's just a lot of, people have died trying to cross there. I've seen people get stuck in the trolley tracks. They've got anyways, so we're just off 4th Avenue. I want to get away from it. I learned long ago, don't ever drive for any reason, pretty much nighttime, daytime. Do not drive on 4th Avenue in Tucson, because cops will be up your bat. If you're gonna do a California stop, they will stop you. If you're gonna run a stop sign, they will catch you. Whatever you're doing on 4th Avenue, you will get busted. They got me for my tag being expired one time, just pulling away from 4th Avenue, going to my apartment, and they took my license plate away because of a clerical error at the DMV, and everything was good, but they took my plate off, and my record, everything was fine. So I learned long ago, just don't go down 4th Avenue. I've seen some police brutality on 4th Avenue with the cops. Now, if you haven't heard the news, police brutality is still going strong. But I saw a cop pull a guy out of his vehicle, throw him on the ground, and start punching him just because he gave him some attitude here in Tucson, Arizona. So, wherever you go, there's going to be a bad cop. But believe me, it's everywhere you go. Right here in this corner, I had two lesbian cops pull me over. And luckily they were nice. It was the second time I've had two lesbian cops pull me over in Tucson. And of course, I didn't get any trouble, but there's trouble in Tucson. I haven't been pulled over but once in Newport, but that's because I went out after midnight to pick up my artwork in Laguna, but I was on the go. So here we are at the famous little Venture Inn, and we're gonna just go ahead and go in because everybody's in town and it's Friday. So why not, here we go. We're here. So I was gonna make this a nice little educated video on the history of Tucson, modern mid-century modernist buildings. And I think I just need a break from trying to film and document every little fantastic thing in Tucson. So here we are. There's a lot of people here today. Venture Inn used to be it's a dilapidated old church from the 60s, and they turned it into a bar. And there's a lot of people here right now. You can barely see inside though. kind of dark in here. I can see. Okay, so it's so dark in there, but it's really a neat bar because they have rafter wood ceilings, and it's a good crowd in there today. Now, when I first got to Tucson yesterday, there was nobody here at all, and I used to come out here and I sit on the patio and just relax and gather my thoughts. Hi.
What's that?
My camera.
Oh.
We'll do a talking vlog kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's so nice out. But it's like everybody's out today for the gem show.
Well, yeah, that's why I come down here every year.
Oh, where are you from?
Well, I used to live in Tucson, but now I'm in Colorado.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just came up from Newport Beach. So, but I cruised up 4th Avenue and everybody's out right now.
Yeah.
For the so I just had to get out of the house because it's such nice weather today. 77 degrees in Tucson, Arizona today. So I'm Robert. I used to live in Tucson, but
Oh, I'm Brian.
hi Brian. So welcome to Tucson from Colorado. You're a buyer.
I'm a mineral collector.
Awesome. My nephew's in town as well. He loves to collect crystals.
Yeah, me too. And you're Robert, right?
Yeah. But he's in town to find his sacred purple amethyst.
Oh God.
But I'm sure they're probably $2,000.
Well, there's geodes from Uruguay and Brazil and Bolivia, but then there's crystals, stainless crystals.
I've saw one on the internet where it's like cut in half, like this, opened up,
Yeah.
and it was $900
Yeah.
after you could get it for that price. But anyway, I thought I'd just come in here and shut my camera off. And thanks for watching Beach Gypsy on YouTube. Thanks. Check out my videos from Tucson, Arizona. I'll be back in Newport tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace. So I'll shut that off. But yeah, so I came in town. He's in town. I don't know if he's good. I don't think he has $900 to buy a crystal right now.
No, he used to go around like he could find single crystals too, and like the Veracruz amethyst sprays are a lot less than